Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. This is 26 Tango Mike 062. Happy New Year to you. Hope you've had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Very quiet this way. See Mod not going down a pub on New Year's Eve because all the pubs were shut up. So what we've got here is a T2LT antenna for 11 metres. Now I've done HF mobile with the Pro Whip and on the bike and whatever. I haven't really done 11 metres portable with the T2LT antenna. I've had this antenna for a while now. Probably about 3 or 4 years. I've not really done a lot with it, so I'm going to start doing some more, hopefully do some more HF CB stuff as and when the old weather gets a bit better and we're allowed out. Now on the top of the antenna here used to be a rubber stopper, but I've got some masking tape around there because that broke off years ago. So hopefully it's going to be alright. I can still adjust the loop there. You can see there, I can still adjust the loop, make it smaller, bigger, but I do need to check the SWR on that antenna, and we're going to be using, hopefully, my 7 metre fishing pole. And I bought this from the boot sale years ago. It's in a hell of a lot better condition when I got it because it was more or less brand new. That tape wasn't there, and there was a rubber stopper on the end there. There was a rubber stopper on the end, but I've lost the rubber stopper. The bottom fell out, but it seems to fold up and go down okay. So we should be ready to, should be okay for when I do the T2LT antenna. Now I'm deciding which radio to use. Do I go old school CB and use something like this, like the Midland 2001, and just do 2781 40 channels? I don't know, that'd be good to take that out, give that a proper try. And I've got the bag there I can fit it into, and the T2LT antenna. Or do I go modern with this little Albrecht 6110 AE, and I can do AM and FM. That's nice and compact, that one, but it does need a connection soldered on there for the batteries. I'm going to be using have I got any batteries there? Some of these Turnigy, there we go, found some Turnigy batteries. But the downside with these is the balance connections break. This one's broken, the balance connection. You need a balance connector to charge it properly. Always charge your LiPos, balance charge them. So I might have to get some more. I've also got an Overlander battery, which is the connection for the balance charger is perfect. So do I go with the Overlander or do I go keep with the Turnigy? I've got another Turnigy battery that's got the balance connector intact. So I decide, what do I solder EC3 or Dean's connector on there, or an XT60, which is like on these batteries. So yeah, I'm going to have to solder one on to the power lead from this one for the Midland if I decide to go just old school 4-watt CB. I'm not planning to run any power whatsoever. Just want to plan to run 4 watts AM FM if I can, and then if I decide to go for sideband radio, I can use one of these. Now this is very old school. It does work. I have got a microphone for it somewhere in the box. This is a Nato 2000 FM. Now this was repaired by the Cube. When I got it, the LED meter didn't work. There was no sound out the radio, so he stuck a probe on there, instantly got sound, and said, right, your speaker's gone. So he was at a rally and he picked the speaker up for £3, and he didn't TX properly, didn't RX, so he's done what he had to do to it, and it's now a working unit. So I paid him the money he's after, so I paid him £20 to repair this rig, and it's now a fully working unit. I think it's about 3.5 watts. I'm not sure what's kicking on sideband though, so I could use this one. But the downside of this, look what someone's done to it. Loads and loads of tape across the top there. But I can use that for mobile. I'm not sure it's going to fit in the bag though, which it won't do. But I've got another rucksack I can take. I can use that mobile, and I can get the old Fred in the Shed net, the Keyover Club 305 at 4 o'clock. Start doing that mobile. It'd be nice to do that when the old weather comes in. Now I need to get an SWR meter, so I thought about trying this thing. There it is, vintage SWR Power Mod FS meter and matcher. This is model number 78, and I'm not sure what that says there. Can I get a... No, I'm not going to be able to get into that. Yeah, I am. There you go. It just says CB Master. I think I've had this for years, this thing. I did try it with a dummy load in the back of it and the 4 watts Midland 2001, but nothing out of this. I went to test the SWR of it, nothing, so I presume this meter's up the spout. But I could use This one, this is the RS20 I think, or RS40. Now the specs at the bottom here say it does frequency range 1.8 to 200 megahertz. So I could in theory use that to do the old check the SWR, or use that, but then it's adding weight to the kit if I take something like that with it. But I'm not going to be taking any heavy batteries, so the batteries, if you use a lead acid battery, then it weighs it down. You can use these on 4 watts. This should easily give you a couple of hours, maybe even longer. I used this sort of battery when I've done the 5 watts stateside. If you haven't seen that, I've done 5 watts on a Yaesu FT817 and I've gone on to stateside, no problems. 5 watts, push bike and an Ampro 20. Brilliant little brilliant antennas they are. Don't cycle with them on though, because they're a bit long. You have someone's eye out. Right, so that's going to be my portable setup. So in the comments below, what SWR meter should I use, or should I just buy a new one? I mean, you can get them for 12 quid from the track stop. Obviously that one don't work too well. Is it worth getting that one repaired? Don't know. Should I use this? Has this been called a Heath Robinson kit? Should I use that, checking the SWR? Or could I use that? Or should it be okay just to plop this straight up onto that fishing pole with a masking tape and away I go? Don't know. In the comments below, also comment which radio should I go with. Nato 2000 FM, dust, get the old dust off that. The Albrecht 6110 AE, or this Midland 2001. I could got various other radios I could use for 11 meters. I can use the, I don't know, the what's that one I bought? Lake Manix Man 850, which is my first one, which would be good. I can go my very first CB I ever used. But I'm thinking the Nato 2000 FM. See what that's like on the old sideband. I know that works on FM, because I've spoke to a few people on it on the UK FM. Be good to try that on sideband. And that's the bag I plan to use. I can put the radio in the bag and any other bits in there to protect it, and then that bag can go into a bigger rucksack. So I ain't got to take too much. I want to take a rucksack, not too heavy, and just that with some tape so I can put the pole up. Anyway, I've got a few new radios coming into the shack, which we'll look at in future videos. I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this video. Happy New Year to you all, and here's to a better 2021. And hopefully I can do some portable CB. 7-3s, and I'll see you in the next video. This is 26 Tango Mike 062. As always, thank you very much for watching. 7-3.